Tina Vanderwerker with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. Today I talked with Kayla Sporbeck from The Art Witch. So she's a graphic designer, and it'll be interesting to see how she produces her work and what she can do to help people who are in need of branding. Hi, this is Tina Vanderwerker from Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. I am here with Kayla Sporbeck from The Art Witch. That's such a cool name. Where did you come up with that?
So The Art Witch kind of started back when we moved to Troy. It's a very hip area, a lot of young people, and all of my clients started to be people around my age or younger, which was very surprising. And a lot of people started saying, like, my work is magic, and I kind of coined the whole Art Witch thing.
Okay.
And once I said it to one client, it got referred to another person, and it kind of caught on. And then I was debating changing, because it was Ek Art, which is my maiden name, and I was debating branding myself as the Art Witch, and it just kind of took off from there.
All right. Yeah. So what do you do as the Art Witch?
I am a graphic designer, an illustrator, muralist. I do custom art, logo branding. I do the whole spiel, anything digital art or custom imagery I do. So,
okay.
Yeah.
So do you, would you go out and do a mural on somebody's wall, like in an office or a home or something like that?
Yes. So I do private murals if someone wants one in their bedroom or home, but I also do some for businesses. I have a lot in Connecticut, but one I just finished a year ago in Troy on the other side of, I want to say it's called Maggie's. There's an alley down there that has a mural of mine on a garage door. It's the very back of Refuge event space. So,
okay.
Yeah, I do murals.
Cool.
Yep.
All right. So how did you get into that?
I've been an artist since I was 10, so I've always been painting and drawing, but the graphic design aspect has been a thing since I was 17. I went to a technical high school, and my major, so to speak, was graphics tech. So it kind of collided that I became an artist that also has this digital edge, and I could start taking my artwork and photoshopping it onto buildings and showing people, like, I have this great idea, and that kind of caught on as, oh wow, she's actually showing me like what this space would look like this, and it kind of just collided into that. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Thank you.
So you can kind of meet with somebody at a location, and then if they have an idea, they can kind of tell you what the idea is, and you kind of work with that?
That's probably 90% of the time. Someone's coming in with a brand identity already. They have a concept they want. They just need an artist to kind of visualize what they want.
Yeah.
So I just kind of come in with my expertise and provide that service. I can illustrate it, give them different options, show them what it looks like on the wall, and I can go from there. Mm-hmm. Some of my clients they start out with nothing, no logo. They just have like a name and a vision, and that's where my graphic design work comes in, because I'll do the logo, I'll do the colors, I'll help you build a brand, and then if you need that logo on your wall, I can put it on your wall.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can kind of take it from square one.
Yeah.
And kind of help them build the whole brand, like you said, and then, expand on it and
execute it and make it
a
smooth process. Because that's real. I found a lot of my clients are younger and they don't know where to start. And I have 15 years in this industry, so I can kind of guide them as to this is what a lot of people don't know what a Pantone swatch is, or like, why does this matter, or how do I get this on t-shirts, or how do I make stickers, and I can kind of build a package for them that helps them take off. And once you have those like basic assets, that's where your brand starts.
Yeah.
So I'm grateful that I can contribute to that.
Yeah. Because a lot of people don't understand. I mean, even when I first got started in my businesses, they're like, what is your brand? And I'm like, I don't know. What do you mean? What is my brand? Right, it's me, which it is. It's me.
Yeah.
And it's like, but how do I put that on a wall? Exactly. Or how do I put that into a logo? And, so having somebody with that artistic mind that can kind of take me and put me in some sort of a logo or,
and I
something
think
is really helpful.
Everybody has like a general idea of what they want themselves to be, or a business idea.
Yeah.
And I think they just need someone to pick out the visuals for them. I have a whole stack of like client files, and you would not believe how many sticky notes with like pen sketches from people I have. Like, I want this, but I need help.
Yeah, for
but
sure.
That's how it starts.
Yeah.
So everybody always has their inkling of an idea first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, you think like when somebody wants to start a business, they do probably have some idea.
Yeah.
Maybe they had a dream, or maybe they saw something that was really fun for them, out in the community or whatever. And then they decided, okay, yeah, that could be kind of cool. But, how to make it into a logo or how to make it part of their business or whatever,
And make it them too, because I have some clients that are very like zen and peaceful, and they want their logos or brand packaging to be very crisp and airy. And then I have some that are like total rock and roll, skulls, crossbones, make it them. Yeah. And I love the variety. That's probably the best part about my job, is how different every client is.
Right. Yeah. Well, I was going to say, it's like, so you deal with all different kinds of people. Yeah. And so you get to do all different kinds of designs. And even within their designs, you're doing different assets. So, sometimes it's the logo, or sometimes it's the wall mural, or,
Yeah,
whatever.
And sometimes it's like, I'm really happy when I get to do the fun stuff like the logos and the murals, but sometimes it's just like accounting booklets that they need to look pretty for a pitch idea, or even a pitch document where they're doing a presentation, and it's very like data stuff. I'm just cleaning it up and making it look professional for them. Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
It's
nice.
It's a fun gig.
Yeah. I imagine. So how long did you say you were in business?
I've been doing graphic design for 15 years. I've been an artist since I was 10, so I'm 27 now. But it's been steady since high school, actually.
Yeah. Nice.
Thank you.
Fun. Well, it's always great to do what you love.
And I'm grateful. It's a competitive market, and I think
it is.
One thing I did very young is I put myself out there, and a lot of creatives are a little scared to do that. And I tried a whole bunch of different fields. I did food truck vinyl decoration or design for the Big E. I jumped from that to actual like race cars, like people that had Subarus, and designing the outside of those.
Yeah.
I went from a print shop to a packaging shop, and every single place I worked showed me something different. A different program, or a different way to use those programs, or how to take a three-dimensional item and making something 2D into 3D. Yeah. So if you're getting into this industry and you're willing to be a little embarrassed when you don't know how to do something, someone will teach you how to do it. Yeah. And you just got to remember those things and add them to your set of skill sets that you have.
Right. Yeah. Well, so you've always kind of been doing something related to what you love, which is the artwork. Yes. And then you've put yourself in a position where you're able to learn new skills based on the different places that you've worked.
Yeah.
And that's really important, because a lot of people don't do that. It's like they don't know how to do something, and so they find maybe something that they know how to do, but they don't necessarily love it. Yeah. So in order to make yourself uncomfortable, I think is important, to be able to learn the next thing and move yourself forward.
Yeah. So. Yeah, that's probably one thing that I'm glad I have, is I'm not shameful of being the one that doesn't know something in a room or something. Yeah. If you know, teach me, because I want to know. Yeah. Nice.
So, kind of, what do you see, like, obviously being out in the community, maybe doing your murals, kind of what is important to you about working with community members and being in the community?
Yeah, so something that I'm kind of directly getting involved with in the last year is there's a lot of young entrepreneurs in this area. Even Forbes said that this was one of the best places in the country for people under 30 to start a business. And I'm noticing that my clientele are people that have this certain niche. And like I said, they just don't know how to pitch their idea. Right. So where I'm at right now is, and how I want to contribute to the community, is there's no idea that is a bad idea. There are so many people that I just give them that little push of, hey, this is actually a really good marketing idea, you should do it. And they just need a visual representation of it. And I would like to get more clients that have those weird or different business ideas, because you wouldn't believe how many people kind of muffle their ideas because they're afraid there's no demand for it, and you'd be very surprised how much of a demand there is for those things.
Yeah, I'm always amazed when I meet entrepreneurs. I was like, that's a business? Like, that's a thing?
Like you're doing that?
People need that, and so it's always interesting to me when there's different kinds of things. Like, not just the normal business things that you would think that you have to deal with.
Or they think there's a high competition rate. Like I had a client recently that wanted to do a dog walking company. Didn't think it would go anywhere because there is a lot of people that have their own personal dog walking business.
Right.
She just had to find the right area. You don't go where all the competition is and open that business. You find a place that needs it, and you just need a couple people to steer you in that direction. And she took off. I can't get a hold of her. She's all the time.
You're like, wait a minute, I started you, and now I need you, and I can't get a hold of you.
Like, hey, do you need anything? But that's great though. People that those businesses do very well.
Yeah.
And I think this area in particular just has a lot of people with good ideas, and they just need a team of, whether it's a marketing person, a graphic designer, or just a team of specialists in those areas that can help them.
Yeah.
And I like being a part of it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they can give you an idea and you can help them tweak it a little bit and say, well, maybe let's go in this direction or that direction.
Yeah, or this is what's trending right now. Because a lot of personal branding has to do with trends. And sometimes even though people are like, oh, I really like this company, I really like their logo, well, that company's also 30 years old and they're established, people know them. But if you took this concept, twist it a little bit, and maybe do something more modern, that's what people are looking for, you know? Yeah. So, yeah. I like being the person that knows or keeps an eye on things like that. Right. Like, I'm the person that looks at fonts on a menu and it's like, that's a little old. Maybe we can spruce this up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and so to that point, like, would you ever ask to speak to somebody and say, I can help you with this if you're interested in changing something?
I think 50% of my clients are me opening my mouth and saying, hey, I really like this color, but if it was a little brighter, you could see it from the road a little bit better, or if this font was different, you could read it, and if you're in a car, there's a lot of people that don't think about that, but because I have that experience, I can tell someone, hey, did you know that people only have 8 seconds to read a sign when they're driving?
Yeah.
So if you can't read that sign, or if it's not clear enough, or the font's wrong, that 8-second window is gone, and there's 200 cars going by within the hour, so that's important.
Yeah. There are some signs I see, and it's like that gold lettering on the, and I'm like, I don't know what that says.
Yeah, or the sun hits it, and it's just bright, and you can't read it.
The lights on the gold, and I'm like, no, I can't read that. So.
But I'd say 50% of my clients are me just suggesting something that someone didn't notice.
Yeah.
And that's part of my particular eye for things too.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, that's very cool.
Thank you.
Very cool. So this has been wonderful. I'm so glad that we were able to meet. So Kayla Sporbeck with the Art Witch, and I am Tina Vanderwerker with Berkshire Hathaway Home Services.